Welcome to the internet, your gateway to adventure.
I live in a pretty big city. I think top 100 or so population-wise in the world. Since I'm a biology student, I know that humans live close to each other for a few reasons. One being safety from predators. They were wrong. The city isn't safe. I'm currently writing this from my room in my apartment. It's around 3 a.m. and I really should be studying for finals. There is only one problem. I can't leave my room. What I saw out there on campus was enough to make my blood feel about as warm as a Nordic December. There's something out there. I swear, I'm not crazy. It's not a freaking monster that kills you if you do this stupid horror movie thing. No, it is a predator. A real animal. There's even a fossil record of its existence. I'm not bullshitting you at all. Look up the damn thing. It's called the Gorgonopolis. It predates the dinosaurs. The only thing the fossils don't tell you is the size and, most importantly, that it's a living fossil. Gorgonopolis never went extinct. Last year, my class raised enough funds to travel to a remote village in the middle of Africa. Don't ask me how we did it, but we did. The purpose of the trip was to study the local, uncharted animals that lived there. One in particular was described by the locals with great detail. A lizard with the legs of sheep and cat whiskers. Most terrifying of all, the locals said it was smart. That was all the information we were able to get from them. After we got some supplies, our small group left the village to go explore some of the forests around the area. Remember, this thing is real. Nobody was eaten. There were no dramatic deaths of my friends, and no helicopter explosions. I don't think I can say this enough. This thing is real. Like I said, look it up. The only thing that we saw was in any way out of the ordinary was a hippo. Adult male that was bitten in half. 2 pieces of hippo. We took pictures, of course. Nobody was able to explain what could have done anything like that damaging. Nobody was able to explain what could have done anything that damaging to a hippo. Hippos, sorry for the rant, kill more humans a year than any other animal in Africa. They have no known predators, nothing I could think of that would be able to bite one of those in half. Anyways, our trip to the village ends, and there was no explanation for the hippo. Nothing. My teacher's pet dog was loaded onto the flight back, and we left. About 3 weeks later, my teacher went missing. A while after that, they found what remained of the body. His bones were found at the local cemetery. Foul play was evident, but the police had less than nothing to work off of. Everyone liked him, he lived alone, and the way the bones were so clean was disturbing. Throughout the passing weeks, the police force was working overtime. Every few days, a person would just stop going to work. A while later, their bones turned up half buried, stashed away. The other students I went on the trip to Africa were highly concerned. As was I, but none of us had any explanation either. That was until our late teacher's dog started turning up around campus. It was very sad at first, the realization that his old dog was out of a home, but as the months went by, it became quite disturbing. The dog would follow people, staying about 10 feet back throughout the day, seemingly tracking their entire route. I guess it just initially surprised that there were so many, well, you'll understand what I mean. The homeless on campus started to become worried first. They were on campus 24/7, some trying to better their life, others just trying to hang around upwardly citizens. They started talking to people, pleading with on-campus guards, the students, and even some professors to listen to them. There was a demon on campus. It would just take people, eat them whole as they slept, or just, and this was the disturbing part, kill them for fun. The authorities, who didn't keep tabs on the homeless, didn't pay it much mind. The mysterious disappearances had stopped, and the homeless were always a little off. Last week, it all changed. A girl getting off the bus decided to pet one of the stray dogs that had been showing up around school. When she petted it, the fur cut through her skin, and she started bleeding heavily. When she got to the nurse's office, she needed a blood transfusion. She had lost that much. There was some kind of poison on the fur that stopped clotting. This just chalked up to coincidence. Strangely enough, that particular dog was never seen again. Yesterday, I woke up to a crunching noise in the next room over. It sounded like when you accidentally stick a spoon in the blender, the grating sound of metal on metal. After a few minutes, it stopped, and I was able to fall back asleep. My roommate was gone when I finally got up. There was one important detail I forgot to mention. Out of the 5 students and 1 teacher that went to the trip of Africa all these months ago, there are only 3 of them who aren't missing or dead. Today I saw one of the dogs, looked it in the eye, wondering why animal control hadn't even tried to dispose of them. They looked very odd for dogs. Square heads, long whiskers, and big canine teeth. Like a mix between a pug and a bull terrier. Ugly things. It's only now, at 3 a.m., that I think I finally understand just what my professor brought home from Africa, and it wasn't his dog. My only question, how are there so more of them? And just how smart are they supposed to be? I'm posting this because I was wondering if they might have spread to your city as well. They are quite small, actually, around 5 feet long at most. The next time you find yourself downtown at night, do not explore. And if you see a dog, any dog, do not let it follow you.